Yo, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet Violet VGC video. I'm your host, Jose Rocks. Today we have another episode of Journey Through VGC. The current format we in is Regulation D. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Alright, first match of day 2. Sylveon. Okay, so it's Urshifu, Chi-Yu, Iron Hands, Flutter Mane, Tornadus, and Sylveon. Why is it Sylveon there? Avalugg is good into Tornadus, Flutter Mane, and Chi-Yu. Sylveon's a little bit too bulky for it. I think my opponent wants to play fast though. I think Rock Tera is good here on Rillaboom. Alright, same lead. I want to protect here. And just bleep one. Because I think he may have a trick on Tech 2 with Sylveon on his team. And Sylveon can sweep you if you set up Tailwind. And I know my 2 are probably slower than his because my Flutter Mane is just bulky. He does Tailwind. Trick Room would have been beautiful right there. He does have the faster Pokemon, right? Yeah, he does. I'll go for another bleak one. Trick Room would have been perfect there because the thing about it is going to be after his Tailwind ends, there's going to be 2 turns of Trick Room, and if he has Sylveon in the back, it's going to be able to take advantage of the Trick Room, right? Instead of it just being 1 turn, when you set it up the same turn to set up Tailwind. It is Shadow Ball. Yeah, so he's expecting me to play Tailwind like him. I'm shocked he didn't even attempt to go for the Trick Room. We do miss Bleak One, which is unfortunate. Alright. Just Moonblast you and Bleak One again. Helping Hand on Flutter Mane? Special attack drop. Okay. He's gonna still get blue point off. Yeah, we get ours off. Nice, that's a double KO. Alright, so he still has one turn of Tailwind left. But my Flutter Mane, we both got our speeds dropped, so we actually can take advantage of Trick Room. Oh, he didn't even bring oh, he didn't even bring it. I want to Moonblast you, switching Arcanine. It didn't even bring Sylveon, and it's not Water Urshifu, which I would argue is better for me because I brought Arcanine in the back. He should Sucker Punch here, but we should survive and break his... If he Sucker Punches here, we survive, break his Sash. Oh, he detected, okay. Double protect, nice, okay. That's cool. That one's over, but there's still another turn of Trick Room, and I believe both of mine underspeed him. So you can Sucker Punch Flutter Mane, but we're gonna survive because you're intimidated, and you're gonna break your Sash with the Rocky Helmet. Then I'm gonna kill you with Moonblast, and then we just Rock Slide. Oh, he's tearing. Okay, that makes things a little bit more interesting. Alright, but Chi-Yu didn't Tera, so you're still taking Rock Slide damage. Oh, that's not helping you. You may pick up the Flutter Mane, but now you're taking neutral damage from Rock Slide, and Chi-Yu's gonna go down there. Oh, you didn't even Sucker Punch. Why would you go for that and not Sucker Punch? And you're not Focus Sash. Are you Focus Sash on Chi-Yu? You connect Rock Slide. Nope, not Focus Sash there either. I wonder if the Flutter Mane was Focus Sash with Helping Hand. This Flutter Mane might have been Helping Hand Trick Room. I don't know, I just feel like leading Flutter Mane Tornadus like I did. He didn't even try to attempt to threaten Trick Room, but you see how good Trick Room on this Flutter Mane set was there. And that's what Flutter Mane can do to these hyper offensive teams. But you gotta have either a bulky Flutter Mane or a Focus Sash Flutter Mane to make that work successfully, right? Alright. Well, that was a good match, and let's get into the next one. Ooh, another hyper offense team, but this time they have Gastrodon. But we have really good answers in the Gastrodon, so I don't even think he'll bring it since we're not really threatening water damage. Chien-Pao has good damage here. The Heatran is scary. So we need answers on the Heatran. Avalugg could be good under Trick Room. Avalugg is actually amazing under Trick Room. Like, it only really can't beat Gastrodon, right? I think I bring Flutter Mane, Chien-Pao, threaten something to Tera. Rillaboom and Avalugg in the back. Actually, Rillaboom, weakens my Avalugg's earthquake damage. I think I'll bring Arcanine in the back. Alright, we'll see how this goes. I could have probably brought Tornadus in the back. He just doesn't do a lot of damage here. But it does help me set up, get rid of his weather, right? Landers should Tera here. I think I need to drop Landers' attack and get Chien-Pao off the field so Flutter Mane can survive better. Because he should be going for Tailwind here. And if he tears in a flying Ghost or Tera Blast, I threaten Rock Slide next turn to both of them. And I can read the Landers switching out and Shadow Ball that slot because Heatran's really... Oh. That's a good U-turn. And he's not going for Tailwind. That's a good play by my opponent. That's a good play by my opponent. That's a really good play by my opponent. I like that a lot. Got that read right. Alright, so we don't get one shot there. Shadow Ball. Alright, this is neutral. Rock Slide into Heatran. Ooh, special defense drop. Beautiful. We missed though. Hit the Heatran. No, we didn't. Okay. That's a good play. Can we drop Flutter Mane speed again? Is he trying to protect here? I really don't want to let up on the off. How many turns of trick on the left? 3. Hopefully Heatran protects here. Ah, he didn't. Dang, I could have got the Earthquake off. Can we get a flinch on Heatran? That would be beautiful. A flinch on Heatran would be beautiful. Oh, we're slower. Let's go. So we speed tied with the minus speed nature. I mean, with the minus speed from the Bleak one. Wow. That's crazy. So my Flutter Mane has just enough speed to speed tie with his Heatran when my speed is dropped by 1. And we know that you're Choice Scarf on Landers. your speed on Flutter Mane. But I think we always have a double KO here, right? Moonblast plus Mountain Gale. Because you can't protect over this slot. And my opponent cancels. Let's go, Avalugg. A flinch there would have been even... Well, we don't know if he would have got a flinch because I moved first. So... Yeah, I was thinking of going for the protect. And that's the thing about my Flutter Mane. I made it bulky, but also I didn't make it a speed nature, right? So when the sun comes up, I don't get that speed boost when I have Trick Room up. In case they try to go for that, I get a special attack boost. So it just makes my Flutter Mane stronger. But he was probably hoping that you know, the Heatran can knock out with Heat Wave, and that my Flutter Mane gets a speed boost so that his Heatran for sure. But he should have already thought that his Heatran undersped me the first time, so we speed tied. So he probably should have thought that, you know, his Heatran was already slower. So I don't think he went for that play to just make my Flutter Mane faster. But in the event that it did, then we wouldn't have been speed tighting, right? But that was a really fun match. Let's get into the next one. All right, we are top 100 once again with Avalugg. All right, rank 13. Let's see, can we get one over on him? Okay, so he does have Tailwind too. Opponent's team is pretty scary. I don't think we should bring Avalugg here. I think it's Flutter Mane, Arcanine, Chien-Pao, and Rillaboom, but how do I want to do it? Flutter Mane has to be led here because I want to set up Trick Room. I think Chien-Pao is also good here. Rillaboom, Arcanine in the back. Because I could probably go for my Fairy Tera tech. Remove Urshifu. But if I do that, then I don't have the Rocky Helmet. Let's see if he reads a potential Trick Room. He's pretty high ranked, so he may be kind of wary to set up Tailwind in front of Flutter Mane. He does lead his own Flutter Mane. Are you speed or special attack? Special attack, right? I'm gonna Tera Trick Room here. Icicle Crash Tornadus. This way, if he doesn't go for Tailwind. I mean, my opponent's team is kind of slower than mine in retrospect. If he doesn't Tailwind here, I think I'm in a bad spot. He should Tailwind though, out of the way I led, right? Please Tailwind, please. I'm begging you, man. Because Iron Hand's in the back, kind of tough, right? It's gonna underspeed everything. And he doesn't Tailwind. Oh, perfect. Perfect. he Trick Room too. Let's go. Woo. Woo. Should be Iron Hands here, right? I don't think Shadow Ball cares that Flutter Mane. Okay, so we're still not out of the woods yet. I'll Shadow Ball here, switch out in the Rillaboom. Alright, nice. What Tera is that? Water? Ooh, that Flutter Mane is strong, man. Alright, nice. And I need to bring out my Chien-Pao, outspeed his Flutter Mane. Since it's special attack nature and I'm max speed, we always outspeed. So we're in a good spot now. Let's go. That turn was kind of scary, but in the end we got it right. That Dazzling Gleam did so much damage. That's how much special attack boosting nature Flutter Mane can do. Alright, so we bring out Chien-Pao here. We Icicle Crash Flutter Mane. We just have to hit, right? And then we Bullet Seed. We Bullet Seed this slot. Since he Tera'd in the water, he made himself weak to us. Urshifu, Dark. And we hit Crash. Let's go. Beautiful. Nice. Okay. Alright, so what we can do is protect Chien-Pao so he can't fake me out and just KO me. And switch out Rillaboom. And this gets an attack drop too. I'm just gonna E-speed. Yeah, there's a fake out. It might be a double up to that slot. Whew, I did a lot of damage. I can crash you, flinch chance, E-speed you. If he detects, then he has to knock out Arcanine. He's not knocking out Chien-Pao. The next turn I can I don't know if Sucker Punch KOs from that range. Okay. A flinch here would be huge. That's why we went for this. My opponent's still in. He's still in the game here. Yes. Okay, that's what we wanted. All right. Now he has to get a double protect to keep Urshifu alive. He doesn't even go for it. Let's go. And then Rillaboom should just be able to beat the Iron Hands now. Another crash, another 30% flinch chance. Drain punch, okay. He's almost back to full. Alright, we need to time this perfectly to get Rillaboom back out with the terrain. Alright. You should read me protecting here. How much HP does Rillaboom have left? I should be able to, yeah, I should be able to get in for free. Oh, my opponent cancels. Let's go. Yeah, the idea I was gonna get Rillaboom in there. He shouldn't KO with a Drain Punch, and then I could switch out Arcanine back into Chien-Pao, and if he didn't KO me, and if he does KO Arcanine, then I just get Chien-Pao in, then I just Sucker Punch plus Bullet Seed, and that should be enough to KO. Nice. We beat the rank 13 player with this team, Avalugg team. Now, Avalugg didn't come out to that one now. We definitely needed Arcanine there for the E-Speed. So Avalugg probably would have lost me the game had I brought him there. But like I said, this team is still built around Avalugg, and we were able to get a really high win on the ladder. And this is a that was the rank 13 player, right? So now we're ranked 61. Rank 60 with Avalugg. That is crazy. All right, we have rank 21 player here. So let's see, can we get another win on the high ladder? All right, so he has Trick Room. And he has Intimidate. This is scary, right? Because my strongest attackers are physical attackers, and they all get intimidated by Arcanine. So him cycling the Arcanine will kind of spells doom for us. I think my best bet is Tornadus Flutter Mane. I need all the special attacking damage I can get. I think Rillaboom being grass type is valuable here with the Urshifu. And Choice Band Arcanine, because I need damage. I could have led Arcanine plus Flutter Mane. And just starting like Rock Slides. We lead exactly the same. I'm just gonna go for Trick Room and Bleak Wing. Funny we led exactly the same. This gives me a chance though, because he may, if he has Arcanine, that means he doesn't have Cresselia, right? He may just play towards his fast mode, honestly. Alright, he's tearing. His Flutter Mane. Fairy. I think this means you're going on the offensive. Can my Flutter Mane take a Leaf Wind plus Moonblast if he doubles that slot? Hopefully he clicks Tailwind here. Yeah, he does. Nice. We should be able to take a Moonblast here. If it's Gleam, we definitely survive. Let's just Gleam. Okay. Let's use Choice Specs, right? We should survive on both. Oh, he crit the Torn. That's fine. And we get Trick him up. Alright, so I'm gonna bring out Arcanine here in this Rock Slide. He can switch in his Arcanine, but we're doing a lot of damage with Rock Slide here. And Tornadus is really not doing much. So I'll Shadow Ball, Flutter Mane, and Rock Slide. Because Arcanine, if he has it, should come in that slide. And even though it's -1, I'm still Choice Band, so this is still a powerful Rock Slide. Let's go. Alright, so there's the switch we were expecting. We just need to pick up KOs here. Yeah, there's Arcanine. We knew that was coming in that slot. Nice, we hit both. Nice. And we get Shadow Ball into that slot. Alright, just bleep one. Okay. So if he brings out Ursaluna, we can switch out Arcanine into Rillaboom to reset the Intimidate. And just KO Tornadus. If it's Chi-Yu, he's in a really bad spot. Or Urshifu Water, okay. I'm a Moonblast there, switch out in the Rillaboom. Yeah, there's no point in staying here, right? Urshifu is kind of scary, so he did play towards his fast mode, but Rillaboom helps me beat Urshifu, right? And we still have 3 turns of Trick Room left. And so we resist Aqua Jet and we're bulky, so we should survive that. Oh. Oh, what? Oh, please miss. Oh. Dang, I didn't expect Aqua Jet to KO me there. How many turns of 2 turns of Trick Room left? Okay. This should just be a double KO though. Oh man, had I just stayed in there and just quick Rock Slide, then he wouldn't have been able to switch out with Urshifu. He should always protect her, right? If he doesn't have protected, he's like choice. He may be choice banned. You think he's choice banned? he's choice band, I just win, right? Because that Aqua Jet, I didn't expect it to KO my Flutter Mane there. Oh, he is choice band. Let's go. Because otherwise you just detect there and then close combat next turn. Let's go. Bullet Seed Tech Rillaboom. Let's go. And we beat another high rank opponent. Incredible. Yeah, he's definitely choice bound because my Flutter Mane is max HP, max defense. And we're Water Tera, so we resist Aqua Jet. Aqua Jet's a 40 base power move, and he still KO'd us from the range we were at, right? And the whole reason was I was supposed to KO Tornadus, right? Get the free switch in and Rillaboom, and then threaten his Urshifu next turn because there's two turns left, and he can only detect once, right? So we just keep clicking. We keep clicking Bullet Seed into that slot, and then we pretty much win from there. So that game got pretty scary, but the fact that he was choice band Rillaboom, you know, was what gave us the out. All right, let's see how high we got. We are ranked 35 with Hisuian Avalugg. Let's go. This team is so cool, man. This team is amazing. Like I said, it's not the most consistent, but it might just be the way I'm playing that I'm playing really well. But you see we're beating high rank opponents with Hisuian Avalugg on our team. This is incredible. Like, I can't believe how good this team is. And, you know, I hope that, you know, this team is able to get featured by Cybertron because it is putting in work. It is unique. And we, like I said, we got top 30 on the ladder with it. And we have it recorded, so we have all the footage we need. Man, this team is so cool. Alright, so our final battle today, we have another high-ranked opponent. Avalugg could be decent here. My concern is always Urshifu plus Gholdengo, because Avalugg can't really do anything into those. Rillaboom looks good here, though. I kind of like leading Tornadus plus Flutter Mane, right? Because when I do this, they be expecting Tailwind and not Trick Room. And I need Arcanine for the Gholdengo, right? So I'll go like this. Ah, wait. Chien-Pao's pretty good here. If I can Tera it, right? Chien-Pao's good here too, but Arcanine under Trick Room, the Flare Blitz just does so much damage. And I kind of like Rillaboom's matchup into. I could have probably dropped Rillaboom for Chien-Pao. Tornadus Gholdengo. Okay. Yeah, see, bringing Chien-Pao, I wouldn't be able to Tera it here. So we'll go Tailwind. We'll go Trick Room. You know, we'll just Bleak Wind for some chip. If he's Water Tera Gholdengo, then he's in a world of trouble, right? Because it could be Tailwind, make it rain. Show me Water Tera, not Steel Tera. So it seems like a lot of Gholdengo reverting back to Steel Tera. But I mean, it's okay. I can literally click Flare Blitz. We might lose Tornadus here. That's 2 games in a row we just completely lose Tornadus turn 1, but Triple is up. Alright, so I can kind of ignore Tornadus because it's not doing much with Bleak Wind. His only switch in to this is Urshifu, and if it's water, then I'll just one-shot it with Moonblast. So we'll just double that slot. He protects Tornadus, so this should be a KO on 2. Go Dango. Nice. All right, so we're moving. We're removing pieces. Yeah, I'd rather him have switched in Urshifu there, because if he has it, he should bring it out here, right? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Oh, it's dark though. Okay then. Alright, so we need to remove Tornadus because that's what threatens the Rillaboom, right? I wonder what his last is, and it's Urshifu Dark. I would argue that's better for us because we don't have to worry about Aqua Jet stuff, right? Whew, that's not KOing. He survives. Focus Sash, okay. Oh, so that means your Urshifu gets one shot here. Can we survive? He can miss here too. Let's Air Slash. We should survive that. Nice. So we still have 2 Pokemon left. But his Tornadus does have Protect. What's your last one? Bundle, okay. And my opponent Tera turn 1, so he has no Tera here. Speed, perfect. 2 turns of Tailwind. I mean, 2 turns of Trickling, 1 turn of Tailwind. So I see nothing wrong with Moonblast and Tornadus and Bullet Seeding you. Should be a double KO. It protects Tornadus. We should be able to KO with Bullet Seed here. Double protect. Okay. I think my opponent has to go for double protect on both. I think a single fail wins us the game. Right? He just gets it on that. That's not good. Is my Flutter Mane slower? Okay. That's perfect though. His Tornadus was still faster. Yeah, that was his only win count, was to get a double protect there, right? Yeah, I think I should just attack with both. It's usually only carries Freeze Dry, right? He Freeze Dry that slot, okay. Yeah, so like protecting Rillaboom and Trick Room in there would have just probably lost me the game, right? Because I'm not Assault Vest. But Bullet Seed should KO here. Yep, that's 1 damage. That's 2. Yep, and we get a guaranteed 4, so that should definitely be enough. And we finish things out with Bullet Seed Rillaboom. This team is so good. I guess we're just gonna keep playing until we take a loss. Let's see how high we can get with this team. I don't know, this team just works. And it's funny because it's built around Avalugg, but this team just works. Like, you could probably change the Tornadus set around, get rid of some of the Tornadus set and remove the Avalugg, but this team, like, just having, maybe Avalugg just brings us wins, right? Like, I don't know, this team is just really good. Rank 18. We are rank 18 with Avalugg. You saw it here first. Rank 18 with Avalugg. All right, so we have another hyper offense team. But he has Iron Hands. So Iron Hands is pretty scary, but this lead does a good job baiting out his tailwind, right? I think my Rillaboom has enough offense to beat Iron Hands and Arcanine. I really like this core that I'm using. Alright, so Landorus. So we don't have to Tera here, so we can Trick Room. Switch in Arcanine. Last turn he U-turned into my Arcanine, right? I hope this is not the same player, right? Okay, this is a similar lead to a player I played earlier. Oh, it's definitely not the same player. Because you would never go for Icy Wind there. That's a lot of damage. Ah, that's not good. Oh, wow. Trick Room there could have won me the game. That's not good. I'll protect and go for Rock Slide. I gotta get in Rillaboom here. See if he has taunt. It's just big one. I was hoping he went for Stomping Tantrum. Yeah, that flinch might have... It's gonna be hard to come back from that. Yeah, losing Arcanine right there, a huge part of my offense. He switches out. Are you covert cloak? He's not. Yeah, that was a crazy turn, man. I'll go for Rock Tera here. I think this might just be the end of it though, our streak. Bleak one here. Hopefully he missed Flutter Mane. That he connects both. I get some speed drops. Alright, okay. Alright. So we get rid of his Gholdengo. He still has Tera. I think Landorus is choice locked. Urshifu Dark. Sucker Punch KO me from that range. I think it does. Yeah, Urshifu. I'm starting to see more and more Urshifu Dark on the ladder though. So the Rock Tera helped us stay alive against the Tornadus, right? But me having Tornadus in the back is not ideal. But if he Sucker Punches here, I'll be in a pretty good spot. Yeah, he's switching that in, okay. So Landorus looks tough to beat here, right? But I can't. I do have Bleak Wind, so I can do decent damage. Okay. I think Urshifu probably switches here. Yeah, Sandstorm or Snow doesn't help me right now. If I can get lucky and pick up a KO on Landorus here, then I may be in a better spot. Alright, so we knew that was switching. And I know Landorus is Scarf. I'm almost positive he's Scarf. Alright. So I think we need a crit somewhere in here. How much is Bleak Wind doing? Oh, he's not Scarlet. Oh, we're still doing okay damage though. If he switches, he's in a bad spot, right? So Landorus should go down here. Oh, you just... Wait. Now I don't know if we can win because he has Sucker Punch. If we could have survived there, we would have been decent. We needed that crit last turn. If my Tornadus could have survived there, he missed Icy Wind and we KO his Tornadus with Bleak Wind, we would have been in a good spot. Because Urshifu is going to be hard for him to take down all three. And yeah, now I lost my terrain now. he could just Tailwind and Wicked Blow. There's nothing I can really do about that. Okay. He has super effective damage into both of mine. Yeah. There's no way I can play around that. Well, we do damage him with Rocky Helmet though. So maybe if Rillaboom can get a couple crits here. Maybe. He's Life Orb. It's not doing nowhere near enough though. We gotta get a crit. Alright, no crits. So that's gonna be game. And this team, well, we got pretty high on the ladder. We'll save Rillaboom just because I really like this set. We don't want to see him get knocked out, so we'll just run here. But we did pretty good with this team. We got to top 18 on the ladder before we finally lost. So I hope that you guys, leave a like, drop a subscribe for that, because we're playing well today and we're showcasing a really cool team, and I do hope that it gets featured. But we're going to get into a final review with this team. All right, so final review. This team was incredible. The Avalugg, like I said, it's a bit underused. Not underused, okay, how can I say it? It's not that good, and it's a reason it's not that. It's a reason why it's underplayed, because it doesn't do no damage, right? And it's very frail. But we were able to bring it out in a couple games with this team and get a couple wins with it. And the games that it did come to, it pretty much did get a win, which I thought was really cool. The last game, I do feel like we could have won that game had we not gotten flinched. Then I would have had Arcanine with Rock Slide, threatening under Trick Room. And plus he was dropping our speed with his Tornadus, right? So I think we could have really swept that game. And it's unfortunate, that we did get flinched. But, we still played well. We still gave ourselves chances to win. But in the end, we ended up not being able to pull it out. But like I said, this team is still really cool. And it did top out at 18 on the ladder. You guys saw that. We hit top 18 with Avalugg, right? Now, I think I'm the only player to have hit, anywhere probably in the top 100 with this Pokemon, right? But we were able to do it, and you saw it firsthand. So we have our proof there, and I do hope that, this team is able to get featured by, some other YouTube creators, and hope that they have some fun with it. But like I said, this team is really There is going to be a Pokepace up at the top right, as well as rental code up at the top right, as well as a Pokepace down in the description below. And let me know what you guys think. Do you think that this Rillaboom set is kind of legit? Do you think that the loaded dice with Rock Tera can actually be viable and used on some other teams? I hope that it opens some people's eyes to how good Rock Tera how good Rock Tera plus Bullet Seed is on Rillaboom and loaded dice. I think it's a really unique set, and I think it's really cool. If you wanted to make this team a little bit more optimal, you could switch Chien-Pao's Tera Blast to Fighting Sacred Sword, and switch his Tera back to Ghost, and also switch out Avalugg for something that's a little bit better under Trick Room or better on Tailwind, and then just get rid of these Snowscape and Sandstorm or Tornadus, because we actually didn't get a chance to click it. The idea is to use the dual weather with Avalugg, but it's so niche and real gimmicky that it's really hard to bring it out. And the only Sandstorm, we didn't really get to use Sandstorm alongside Arcanine or the Snowscape alongside Chien-Pao. But we did use pretty much everything else on the team. But I do think that changing the Tornadus to a more standard set, changing the Tera on Chien-Pao, and also the changing out Avalugg can make this team really strong. And as soon as I spoke about changing Avalugg out, we took a first loss. So maybe that the magic behind this team is that it has Avalugg on the team, right? But like I said, thanks again for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the videos, and I will catch you in the next one. All right, deuces.